Have you ever had that nagging feeling in your gut, that little voice telling you something is off, but you just brush it aside? Mark did. For months, he ignored the signs, convincing himself it was all in his head. But the truth has a funny way of coming out, and when it did, it didn't just knock on his door. It blew the whole house down. Mark and Sarah had what everyone called the perfect marriage. They were high school sweethearts, the couple everyone envied. They had a beautiful home in the suburbs, 2 amazing kids, a golden retriever named Buddy. From the outside, their life was a picture-perfect postcard. Mark worked hard as an architect, providing for his family, while Sarah was a stay-at-home mom, the heart of their home. He thought they had it all, thought their love was unshakable. It was wrong. The first crack appeared on a Tuesday. It was subtle, almost unnoticeable. Sarah, who always had dinner on the table by 6:30 sharp, wasn't home. Mark got a text at 7. "Hey, stuck in traffic after a late PTA meeting. Don't wait up for me." Mark didn't think much of it. PTA meetings could run late. Traffic was a nightmare. He microwaved some leftovers, helped the kids with their homework, and put them to bed. Sarah came home around 10, looking exhausted. She gave him a quick peck on the cheek and went straight to the shower. He chalked it up to a long day. But then the late meetings started happening more often. Sometimes it was the PTA, other times it was a book club she'd recently joined, or a yoga class that ran over. The excuses were always plausible, always just reasonable enough to dismiss his growing unease. He'd ask her about her day, and her answers became vague. "Oh, same old," she'd say, her eyes glued to her phone. That phone, it had become an extension of her hand. She took it everywhere, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, even when she was just stepping out to get the mail. It was password protected, which was new. When he jokingly asked for the code, she laughed it off. "A girl's got to have her secrets," she'd said with a wink. But it didn't feel like a joke. It felt like a wall. One night, he woke up around 2 a.m. and found her side of the bed empty. Walked downstairs and saw a sliver of light from under the living room door. He heard her voice, low and hushed. He couldn't make out the words, but the tone was intimate, soft. He stood there for a moment, his heart pounding in his chest. Should he open the door? Confront her? But what if it was just her sister, or a friend who couldn't sleep? He didn't want to be the paranoid, jealous husband. So he turned around and went back to bed, his mind racing. The next morning, she was her usual cheerful self, making pancakes for the kids, humming a little tune. He looked at her, trying to see a flicker of guilt, a sign of her late-night conversation. But there was nothing. It was like he had dreamed the whole thing. He told himself he was overthinking, that his stressful job was making him paranoid. He loved Sarah, and he trusted her. He had to, but the signs kept piling up. She started dressing differently, buying new clothes and expensive perfume he'd never smelled before. She was going to the gym more, obsessed with her appearance in a way she hadn't been since they were first dating. When he complimented her, she'd just smile and say, "Just want to feel good about myself." He wanted to believe her. He really did. The breaking point came on their 15th anniversary. Mark had planned a surprise weekend getaway to the same cozy inn where he had proposed. He'd booked the best suite, arranged for champagne and roses, and couldn't wait to see the look on her face. He told her to pack a bag for a mystery trip. Instead of excitement, he saw a flash of panic in her eyes. "Oh, Mark," she stammered. "This weekend? I can't. I promised my friend Linda I'd help her move." Linda. Linda had moved 3 months ago. The lie was so clumsy, so obvious, it was like a slap in the face. All the little doubts, the late nights, the secret phone calls, the sudden changes, they all crashed down on him at once. The puzzle pieces he had been desperately trying to ignore suddenly clicked into place, forming a picture he couldn't unsee. "Linda moved in May, Sarah," he said, his voice dangerously calm. The color drained from her face. She opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. The silence in the room was deafening, broken only by the ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall, a wedding gift from her parents. Each tick felt like a hammer blow to his heart. He didn't yell, he didn't scream. He just felt a profound, hollowing sadness. "Who is he?" he asked, the words barely a whisper. And then the dam broke. The tears, the confessions, the whole sordid story came pouring out. It was a colleague from a part-time charity board she'd joined. It started with lunches, then drinks after meetings, and then ... more. It had been going on for 6 months. 6 months of lies, of betrayal, while Mark was at home, trusting her, loving her, building a life she was secretly tearing apart. Every word she said was another nail in the coffin of their marriage. He thought about all the times he had felt that, not in his stomach, and ignored it. He had chosen willful ignorance over painful truth. He had been so afraid of losing his perfect life that he failed to see it was already gone. The world he knew, the future he had planned, it all shattered in that moment. The aftermath was a blur of pain. Telling the kids was the hardest thing he'd ever had to do. The divorce was messy and draining. Mark felt like a ghost walking through the ruins of his own life. He'd lost his wife, his home, and his belief in the future they were supposed to share. But slowly, very slowly, things started to change. He started therapy, talking through the betrayal and his own role in ignoring the red flags. He learned a hard lesson. Trust is essential, but so is trusting your own intuition. Ignoring problems doesn't make them go away. It just gives them more power to destroy you when they finally explode. Today, Mark is rebuilding. It's not the life he pictured, but it's his. He's a more present father, his relationship with his kids stronger than ever. He started dating again, cautiously, but with his eyes wide open this time. He learned that the only thing more painful than discovering a lie is the regret of having lied to yourself. His world was destroyed, but from the rubble, he's building a new one, stronger and more honest than before. Mark's story is a powerful reminder to always trust your gut. Those little feelings, those nagging doubts, are often your subconscious trying to protect you. Don't ignore the signs. Confronting a difficult truth is scary, but living a lie is a slow poison that will eventually destroy everything you hold dear. Thank you for watching. If you've ever been through something similar or have a story to share, please leave a comment below. We can all learn from each other. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about life, love, and the difficult truths we sometimes have to face. See you next time.